It really, the book is about a reflection. And that day in that interview, for me, really was symbolic of the issue. It did not create the issue, but it was symbolic of the issue, which is that I'm a loyal person.
Thought so.
I didn't fully appreciate how much people wanted to know there was a difference between me and President Biden. I thought it was obvious. And I didn't want to offer a difference in a way that would be received or suggested to be a criticism. And you know, in the campaign, full time, I was pointing out the differences. My
all right. We
I guess including that interview, huh?
We got it. All right.
Totally.
Kamala. We're back again once again to talk about 107 days with our former VP, Kamala Harris.
Yay, Kamala.
Who is going on her book tour right now and has thrown everybody under the bus.
If she was president of the United States right now.
I don't want to imagine that future.
My God.
We're going to play a couple clips, really kind of just making fun of Kamala. And then we're going to actually get into what people are actually thinking about Kamala and what her chances might be to run for governor or president in the future.
He loves to say we're making fun of them. We're not making fun of them. We're just showing the truth.
I
feel like there's a but you lean too much into that stuff. There's a difference. The truth is the truth.
This woman could have been my president. I'm going to make fun of her. Yeah.
If there's content of this person just acting a fool on her own, that is not us making fun of her.
I think
at all.
Well, we're pointing it out. Hey, I don't make fun of Trump.
Bringing light to it.
Although, hey, you can make fun of Trump. Maybe do it a little better than South Park does.
It's huge.
But
except for
Trump's not above criticism. We've criticized Trump on this channel quite a lot. I disagree with Trump on a lot of things. But, absolutely. You know, the alternative. Let's show you the alternative, folks.
What we could have.
Such as this, it demands one thing for sure. We must fight fire with fire. So CBC, let's get to work.
And this is her going off of saying that Trump is a tyrant, he's a fascist. I don't know if she's used the word Nazi. I'd have to look that up. And this is in the wake of Charlie Kirk being assassinated. And I think it was this same speech that she gave that said Jimmy Kimmel being off the air is a threat to free speech. Didn't say anything about Charlie Kirk. Nothing about that, but...
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Kamala. Very, very welcome.
We're supposed to try and calm things down.
Listen,
last I heard.
I don't care if she's back. I don't care what I miss the word salads, man. These word salads, you can't conjure up this stuff. It's like, you know, I get the romaine lettuce, I get the freshly sliced tomatoes, I get the cucumbers. I cannot make a salad this good ever.
Everything should be telling you and reinforcing your brilliance, your entitlement, your right to be, and our expectation and anticipation of your leadership.
I'm gonna go get a beer, I think. You know, if Kamala's gonna get drunk, I don't see why I can't. Right? I mean, can I go get a beer? We're gonna watch her thing on The View really quick.
I do know a reason. I expect better from us than her. I do expect better from us than her.
She could have been the president. I don't think I'm going to be the president anytime soon of...
And let's just say I'm happy.
Even a book club.
I'm not a Republican, but I mean, honestly, at this point...
I'm not a Republican.
I'm definitely not a Democrat.
I would say I'm a conservative.
Jesus.
But
with everything that's been going on recently, it's... Thank God we don't have her.
Listen, we're mixing the salad for all these people. We're mixing salad here. So, and Kamala is like the dressing, or she's the lettuce. I don't know. I don't know. I guess the lettuce is the most important.
Would be right now if she was the president.
I think she's the lettuce and the dressing. We're just like, you know,
Dutch.
We're just like the
right now.
Yeah. I don't want to.
Person. And what we just saw in terms of a presentation at the United Nations, I talk about it. I talked about, remember in the debate?
Yeah.
They laughed at him the last time he was in front of the UN.
Yeah, this time
You remember just about, I don't know, several weeks ago, that meeting with Xi and Kim Jong-un and Putin?
Yeah.
You think they're not laughing?
Oh, they are.
As they create a new axis of partnership, what's happening? You bring people into the Oval Office. I have spent a lot of time in the Oval Office. I have spent time in the Oval Office with the president, receiving our allies and our friends from around the world. And consistently, we have seen Donald Trump bring people into the Oval Office, be they a United States governor or the head of a state of a friendly nation, and embarrass them and ridicule and demean them. That is not what a president does.
So she spent a minute and 8 seconds now saying Donald Trump is mean. And I'm sure everybody who voted for him kind of knows that Trump is a little mean.
This individual who occupies our White House right now,
The People's House.
Does he do that? Hold on. He occupies the White House? Well,
The People's House.
who occupies our White House right now.
I was unaware of that. I wasn't following the 2024 election at all. Did she lose? Did that happen?
I want to hear what Kamala has to say, man. Let's hear
she
it.
lost
You
all
have
the
some great words.
She lost all the swing states. That's right. Oh, I remember now. Okay.
The People's House.
Has decided that he will be an emperor in his mind who will...
This is toning down the rhetoric after Charlie Kirk was assassinated. At the time of
Let's
this,
hear the whole rhetoric.
time of this
because
interview,
wanna
less than a week and a
dissect
half
this, but
ago.
I want to hear everything she says.
demonstrate his power by
it's a
demeaning
lot.
and
A lot of
belittling and making people feel small. But this is...
Yeah, I mean, she hasn't stopped.
did you get
She
any more
continues this
context to
dangerous
that?
rhetoric
The
even
Democrat-
after everything that's happened.
The Democrats are never going to
sad.
stop. They're never going to stop
Yeah.
their rhetoric.
At what point do you guys say enough is enough? And like, maybe we should stop inciting these fires.
And I think a lot of people are thinking that this is a person. I'm going to let him. I don't know who he is. Probably a regular
That's
guy.
the reaction. I'm assuming
Let's
it's
see
the
his
reaction.
speak for himself.
Her recent book that's come out, I regret ever voting for her. I regret voting for her. I should have voted for Trump. I wanted Nikki Haley. I was in the Haley bag, but I revoked. I regret. I regret voting for her, and I will never vote for a Democrat president again. Does this mean I would vote for J.D. Vance? You damn right I will.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
voting for the long run. The left wants to destroy America. I can take some bumps and bruises along the way voting right, but the left wants to destroy America. Our way of life, Christianity, the nuclear family, they attack stay-at-home moms. I have watched some of my mutuals claim that Charlie Kirk's wife had him assassinated. You are disgusting.
Yeah, and that's despicable type of
Yeah, to
rhetoric.
even insinuate that, that's just absolutely disgusting.
Oh, that's the Democrat playbook, you know.
I regret ever being your friend. It's a vile thing to say. You are deeply disturbed. I regret voting.
And I gotta say, that's happened to me too. I don't go on Facebook very often. I check it once a week. I upload vacation pictures
Lot of
there
toxic-
and whatnot. But I've had to unfriend people, and I think I told you about this story. I was like, oh,
Yes.
this one guy I knew. I've known him since high school, and he's bashing Charlie Kirk, and I was like, I'm gonna comment on this, man. You know, I don't like that you're bashing Charlie. You can dislike the guy. You can disagree with everything he stands for. I click on his picture. Oh, he's trans now. Coincidence? I don't know. You tell me.
Maybe,
Leave it
maybe
down in the
not,
comments.
yeah.
Voting for Harris.
And this person's he is not alone.
He's not an. It's not an isolated incident. No.
This exact message, like enough is enough. I'm going away from the Democratic Party because these people are crazy.
No, we're gonna
And
see.
that's not my words, even though that may be what I think as well. Some, not everybody, but sadly the far left is just
Well, you can come over to the conservative
Absolutely
movement whenever.
insane.
We will welcome you with open arms anytime you want to. Come over to
Absolutely.
come be a conservative with us.
at this
Come
point I
on!
definitely label
Come
myself
on
a
over
conservative.
here.
I've always been more of a moderate, but I'm at this point I've been pushed to be a conservative based off of the actions of the
There you
far
go. Well,
left.
we welcome you to
I
the
want
party.
nothing. I want nothing to do with that type of ideology.
I would just say that if you want a messenger to go against Donald Trump, you can do far better as Democrats than Kamala Harris. What are we talking about here? Well, let's take a look at her net favorable ratings nationwide. You know, back in October of 2024, she was at -5 points, not exactly
That's pretty bad too, because this was right before the election. But
Yeah.
great, but pretty close to the 0 mark, right? Pretty close to even. But now, down under she goes. She's at -13 points. That's an 8-point drop. Since the general election among the overall electorate, she is not well liked at this particular point. The American people, they don't want this. They don't want her. And get
Absolutely
this,
not.
she's 37
and this is CNN saying this.
points underwater with independents. If you can't win independents,
Yeah,
you
that's
can't win
crazy.
the election. And the bottom line is, with those in the center of the electorate, those with who are the
These are, I think you would describe yourself as an independent or a moderate.
Yeah. For the
And
most,
she's underwater with them. Like,
for most of my adult life, I would say I've closely lined up with independent ideologies. But yeah, this is she is not attached to anyone at this point. Nobody wants her.
no, the Democrats don't
most
even
up for
want her.
grabs.
They're chucking
She
her
is
out.
way underwater. She is definitely swimming with the fishes.
So,
Yeah. It's not
She
shocking.
wouldn't.
got this clip here from. Scott Besant. I can never say anyone's last name. I'm sorry, don't hold that against me. On Fox News, he's going to give his take on Kamala Harris not picking Pete Buttigieg. And honestly, I think Pete Buttigieg, personally, I think he's a failure. I don't think he did anything good as the Secretary of the Department of Transportation. I think he was awful at his job. He didn't help the people of East Palestine at all. However, do I think he would have been better as Tim Walz? Probably. You couldn't pick him because he was gay. But, I mean, then you pick Tim Walz. I don't know.
Realistically, what was her best option? We talked about this before. Like,
It would have been
many good options.
it would have been
Governor Newsom.
It would have been Newsom or Shapiro, I think.
Yeah.
Shapiro would have delivered her
Maybe
Pennsylvania,
Shapiro would have probably been his best option.
but he was Jewish.
Or her best option.
But he
sorry.
was Jewish. So,
But apparently, yep.
and
he was too
Newsom was smart enough, and probably Shapiro was smart enough too, to not get in bed
Steer
with
clear.
Kamala because it's a career killer.
Take
Absolutely.
on Pete Buttigieg because he was gay, because she said it was a risk to have a running mate who was a gay man. Your reaction?
This is the Democrat Party, by the way, the party of inclusivity, the party of everybody is welcome here except for straight white Christian males. Everybody else is welcome in this party. But apparently, identity politics is so audience captured them
Depends on your
that
attributes,
they look at
apparently.
everything through the lens of identity politics. Is this not what MLK Jr. fought against? I mean, come on, people. We're 60 years past this.
I thought the
And yet-
Republicans were the one that judged people based off of their
You would
attributes.
think that, but that's not how it
No.
comes down in reality, as we're seeing right here. Because if you were saying, "Hey, this guy would have been
According to the-
this guy
according
would
to
have
the
been a great
VP,
VP," but I couldn't pick him because he was gay.
Her words.
Her words.
Three things, Maria. First, it shows her emphasis on identity politics,
Oh.
and the American people have moved on. Two, it shows how low regard she holds the American people. That she was just a terrible candidate.
Yes.
And three, you wouldn't pick Pete Buttigieg because he might have been the worst transportation secretary
Oh,
in
there we
history.
go.
Like if I thought I
This is a man after my own heart,
Yeah.
and I don't mean
And
that.
let's not forget.
I don't mean that in a
she would do
homosexual
nothing
type of way.
different.
But,
She would do nothing different than good old Joe Biden.
well, now she might. She's had about 9 months to reflect on it, so maybe now she might.
was left a mess at Treasury, I can tell you, my friend Sean Duffy, our great transportation secretary, Pete Buttigieg left him a mess. The FAA is a disaster. The Amtrak, anything to do with transportation was woefully neglected over the past 4 years.
True.
So, she judges him on his identity, his sexuality.
Yes.
Let's look
Not on his
and see whether he did a good job. Let's look on merit, and I can tell you, on merit, he was a failure.
He was a failure on merit, but he is a better speaker than Tim Walz. I don't think there's any dispute against that. 'Cause Tim Walz is like, I mean, I gotta think And we see from that book now that there are a lot of people. I mean, Gavin Newsom would have been a great pick.
I mean,
but
like she stated, she didn't want somebody that would outshine her, and Waltz definitely did not outshine her.
no, Waltz could not outshine her. Newsom would have done that. Shapiro would have done that.
Yeah.
But obviously, we're gonna just wrap up with this. I think I might make a whole compilation later on all of Kamala's words. I've done that before, actually. I made compilations of Kamala's words. I like Kamala's words salads. It's it's something to like when I go to sleep.
Very good speaker.
When I go to sleep, I put on Kamala's word salads. It knocks me out in like 5 minutes. You try it, it works. But we're gonna hear from the vice president here, Mr. J.D. Vance, taking over Kamala's former position, and about what he thinks about her comeback tour and this 107 Days book. Which, let me know down in the comments. I might buy the book. I'm thinking about it. I'm really interested. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna read the entire thing, but it might be good content. I don't really want to support Kamala, but I might.
Problem is not that Kamala's campaign was too short, it's that it was too long.
True.
That when people actually listened to what she had to say, her polling went down and down and down. I think that if we had a 150-day campaign, we probably would have had 3 additional Republican senators, and Donald Trump would have won by an even bigger landslide, because the more people know about Kamala Harris, the more they realize there's no substance there. I mean, agree or disagree with Barack Obama.
Still to this day, what was her politics?
Her politics was I would do everything the
I
same
have
as...
no idea what her stance was on anything.
I would do everything the same as Joe Biden, which she said on the campaign trail. Which is why she went back on The View to say, hey, listen, The View really sunk me, even though Sonny Holston, who was a huge supporter of her...
It was the softball question.
Lobbed her a softball, and she just...
what would you do different? I would do nothing.
She crumbled under it. She really did.
Bill Clinton, they actually had substance. They could actually articulate a viewpoint. I listened to Kamala Harris for 90 seconds, and I actually feel like I've gotten dumber in the process, and I have no idea what she actually believes. That's the problem with Kamala Harris, and it's going to continue to be her problem unless she actually learns how to develop a viewpoint, articulate it for the American people. Just say what you actually believe. Don't do this word salad, talking around in circles.
Well, I think you should do
word salad.
You can definitely disagree with people, and you can definitely make people angry, but Kamala Harris was trying to play it so safe and be so close to Biden. And you know what, Duke? We said this on this. I've said this at least many times. I said, the one thing you got to give Kamala is she's very loyal, and it turns out that's not even true, because you throw everybody under the bus. Now it's like I don't even know what is your end goal? What's the game here? You're gonna throw everybody under the bus. Who's gonna help you out with doing anything?
As we stated before, I don't see anyone attaching their name to her.
No,
anymore.
Of course not. Of course not.
Especially in a political role. No way.
We might continue this saga. She's on her book tour. I kind of want to. I like ragging on Kamala Harris. I know that's very mean. She is I know everyone. Oh, you're a white man. You're ragging on a black woman. It's like, well, she was the vice president. She might.
I mean, it has nothing to do with her being black, too. On top of it, I want to point that out.
No, it has to do with her being incompetent, and that she's a pandering, lying shill. And the one thing that I gave her, the one thing that I always said about Kamala, I was betrayed. I said, you know what? Kamala was too loyal. It turns out that wasn't it at all. You weren't loyal at all. You were just scared. That's so much worse.
It seems like now.
So now I have to retract the one positive I have for you. But maybe we'll keep covering this. I don't know. See how the book. Maybe I'll buy the book. Do you want me to buy the book? Tell me down below if you want me to buy the book. I'll
be honest. I really hope there's more topics so we don't have to cover this again.
I like these topics. I don't know. But anyway, we'll agree to disagree here. But leave a like on the video. Comment down below. Do you want me to buy the book? I will buy the book. And then I'll need people to donate for me to read it. It's gonna be like $5 to read this chapter. It's just like, I hope I'll be okay at the end of it. I really do. It's like I think I'm stupid enough. I don't know if I need to get. I don't know if I need to get any dumber, but I'm sure I will.
I'm sure you could learn a lot.
My IQ is gonna drop by 10 points by the time I'm done with it, and I need all my IQ points. Please, I need them. But hey, if the audience wants me to do it, I'll do it. Anyway, leave a comment down below, leave a like on the video, share it out to your friends, and we will talk to you in the next one.